Hi everybody, Laura here for Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have a couple of fun projects to share with you using the new December Bright Christmas card kit. I'm going to walk you through the content of the kit before I get to making my project. First is the Bright Christmas 6x8" clear stamp set. There's two big images. They're kind of vintagey and Christmassy. For sentiments, a gift for holiday, to peace and joy, bright. And then down here you have from, so you got to and from, Merry, greetings, and Christmas. There's some foliage, there's a moon. You can stamp that moon right above the deer. Ornaments, stars, berries, bows, all the perfect little things for Christmas. And then there's also a little mini Bright Christmas Rooftops. It's a 3x3" stencil. One stencil, and it coordinates perfectly with that large scene on the top. You can blend the roofs, or you can use this jar of reindeer mini white opaque paste. Use the stencil, add that, and it'll look like a snowy rooftop. Another thing I was thinking, after you apply the paste, sprinkle on a little glitter, make it glittery white, snowy rooftops. Another option. So that's the Bright Christmas Rooftop stencil. There's also the Pine and Post gift card envelope die set. It's got a lot in it that you can use on cards, as well as making a little envelope for gift cards. There's bows, greenery, berries, little postage stamp, lots of ways to zhuzh up gift cards. There's also a new jar of Simon Says Stamp Positively Perfect Gold Splatter Medium. She's rich gold. You really got to mix it well. You could flick on gold flicks or add a little gold detail. You're also going to get 24 double-sided sheets of Tim Holtz Idea-ology Christmas Backdrops pattern paper. These are 6x5". I love the mixture patterns. They're vintagey, but some of them are kind of graphic with the numbers and the text. Always love a red and white stripe. Poinsettia. Here's one of my favorites. It's like, what do you call it? Like staff music. Oh, Holy Night. I always love music pattern paper. And then this winter scene. Can't go wrong with gingham. Can't go wrong with, is that holly, mistletoe? Not sure. Just vintage plaids, and they all look worn in and old, but they coordinate well together with everything else in the kit. Look at this classic red plaid, and they're double-sided. And then this looks like old wood, vintage stripe. Look at this city. It's kind of retro. And then you're just going to have a hard time picking which one to use. You know what I mean? You get 24 sheets. That's a lot. And these are also sized perfectly to work with the gift card envelope die. There's also one Tim Holtz Idea-ology Christmas sticker book in the card kit. You want to talk about a bunch of stickers. A bunch of sentiments, just Christmas phrases. And then in the back, there's these border stickers and teeny tiny little label stickers that you could use to put on gifts. And then there's some larger kind of like sentiments, red and green, perfect for cards. Just cute Christmas vintage stickers. And then these are great, just the classic sticker labels for gifts. That's a lot of stickers. And then you're also going to get a sheet of Rainbow Splash Emerald heavyweight cardstock. The Simon Says Stamp Ivory, my favorite. And I believe this is Nina Desert Storm. It's that perfect craft. Okay, I'm going to get to creating my project. First up, I'm going to use the Bright Christmas stamp set. I love that. Is it Rudolph? It's a reindeer. You could say it's Rudolph or not. I have a panel here of Hammermill white cardstock, and I'm going to stamp this big block image. Now, because it's so big and kind of a reverse, I want to make sure it's well seasoned. So I take my adhesive eraser and I just rub over it really well, and then I clean it. This is going to help you get a better impression. I'm going to stamp it first with latte ink, which is a very soft brown. And this looks good. You'll see here. It stamps beautifully. The one nice thing about the positively saturated inks is they smooth out as they dry, like smooth as a baby's bottom. Now I stamped it twice just to make it just a smidge darker. And that looks good too, but I wanted more. I didn't know what I wanted, but I wanted just maybe a little gradient. So I pulled out the cappuccino ink, which is the shade darker. I'm only inking up the bottom of the stamp. I just ink that up, and then I go back over it, try to smooth out that transition with the latte. I didn't do a very good job of smoothing out the transition. So now I got to fix it. I go back in with the cappuccino along the base, and then I take one of the Simon Says Stamp blender brushes and I just tap it and I try to blend that transition. And I have to go over it just a couple times, but I love how this gave it that rich kind of gradient look to it. I'll do it one more time, trying to get a smooth blend between the cappuccino and the latte. I find the blender brush works really well for getting a nice smooth transition. There you have it. So that's latte and cappuccino with that deer image. Now I'm going to cut this. I'm pretty sure there's probably a coordinating die for this. I don't have it, so I'm just going to trim it. I am slightly cropping it. I'm not really measuring. I just want a nice, clean, square image with no border around the sides. I'm using the little mini guillotine trimmer to cut it. Cuts like butter, and you know you're going to get a straight, square cut. So there you have that. And then I wanted to put a bow around the deer's neck. So I'm using the Pine and Post gift card envelope die set, and I'm cutting some of the greenery with that emerald cardstock and the bow out of some red cardstock. I'm using my Place and Pierce wand to pop these things out. Nothing better than a bright red bow tied around Rudolph's neck. Okay, and then of course you got to have some greenery. If you have a red bow, you got to have greenery. So I did 2 of those, and then I will say I used a metal shim to cut out those pine needles because they're so teeny tiny and intricate. I needed a metal shim. Now I used one of the sheets of the Christmas backdrops, the Tim Holtz pattern paper in the kit, and I'm using the mini guillotine to kind of measure it. I think one side's 3 inches, the other's 3 1/4, and I'm going to cut a little mat with this red and white stripe. So it's about 1/4 of an inch larger than my deer stamped image. And this will give it just a little something something behind it. Just give it a little Christmas kiss, if you will. And I also created an A2 white card base out of the Ivory cardstock. I'm using some of the 3D foam squares, the thinner ones, just adding a few in each corner and one in the center. I'm not being too careful about this being so sturdy. I just want a little bit of dimension on top of that striped mat. And this looks good on the Ivory card base. And then now I'm going to stamp a sentiment from the Bright Christmas stamp set. I'm stamping Holiday with cappuccino ink. I love the brown on that Ivory card base. And then I'm going to nestle the greetings. I'm almost pushing it up so it slightly overlaps the holiday. Makes a nice little look to a combined mixture of fonts and the Christmas in black ink. I love how that kind of overlaps. And then now I'm taking this little sprig of greenery in the stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it using latte ink willy-nilly all over my Ivory card base. And I'm just alternating the rotation. I don't want too many. I don't want it very busy. The latte is very subtle on this Ivory card base, and I love the feel. It's like you're creating your own little pattern paper. And you could add more if you want to make it busier, but I didn't want it, too busy. I just want it just a little something. Okay, so now I'm going to put more 3D foam squares. These are the thin ones, so it's not too bad if you double it up. That's what I tell myself. Okay, pop this up right at the top, and then we'll adhere the greenery and the bow to the neck. And I like to just kind of cock it off to the side, make it look like it's been blowing in the wind. And then now here's something debatable. Do it if you wish, but I just had the urge. Of course, first of all, to zhuzh. The urge is always to zhuzh. But second of all, to add a red something to the nose. And these are the Rainbow Splash gems, and I used the largest red one right to the nose. You could also do an enamel dot, or if you have some red like Nouveau drops. You also don't have to add a red nose, but I think it's cute. So this card's finished. I love how it turned out. It's very simple, but there's also a lot going on, but all the elements work so well together. It's very cheery and bright. Holiday greetings. I'm going to do one more because I just love this pattern paper, and I'm going to make a little envelope gift card. So more of that Tim Holtz pattern paper with the envelope, the Pine and Post gift card envelope die. I'm going to fold this up. When you run it through the die cutting machine, it also adds the little embossed lines, making it very easy to fold. I'm going to use a little bit of Terrific tape to adhere the bottom and the sides together. I'm using the 1/8 inch, so the skinnier one, which makes it easy to just one and one, and you're done. I like how the inside of the envelope is pretty too with that pattern paper, so it gives a little jazzy inside. Okay, now we're going to zhuzh up the front. I just had to use some of this Christmas sheet music, and there's a die in the die set that cuts out the perfect little mat to go on your gift card envelope. So I'm going to pop this up. Everything's getting popped up because dimension is alive. Okay, yeah, popped up the music onto that bright red envelope, and then just gonna add some greenery. More of the pine, another red bow, and then there is a little tag also in the die set, and I'm going to die cut that out of the Ivory cardstock, and I'm going to stamp. You could do, there's lots of sentiments in the stamp set for gifts, like a gift for or to and from. I'm just going to do Merry Christmas, and this is kind of the same style that I did on the card. I did Merry with cappuccino, and then now I'm doing Christmas with black, and I nestled that Christmas up, slightly overlapping the Merry, but I dig it. I dig the look. Did I use a lot of 3D foam squares? Why, yes, I did. But it just brings joy. Okay, so there you have your tag. Adding a little bit of pine needles. I'm using the Positively Perfect craft glue to glue those on, as well as the bow. And then, last but not least, since I had them out, and you might as well use them, another one of those little rainbow splash red gems. This time I used the smaller one, and I'm just going to put it right in the center of the bow. It's just the details, you know what I mean? And zhuzh. Always go for the zhuzh. Look at this cute little envelope. And then it pairs well with the card. Not that you need to, make a set, but hey, I'll take it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.
I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.